from Horton Implants, and one of the things that I'm going to be chatting to you about today, I get asked a lot about implants and their success rate. So implants, as we understand them, have a very high success rate. So when we look at things, we really think about them in terms of their comparative success against our other alternatives. So when you're missing a tooth or about to lose a tooth, or a tooth becomes unrestorable, then one of the options is a denture, which is something you take in and out. Another option is a bridge sometimes, which can be using the other teeth. And then another option is an implant. And we can look at the various success rates between those. And when we look at the evidence, and we have evidence that goes up to about 10, 15 years, it shows us that implants have a fairly high success rate. And depending on which part of evidence you read, they can be anything from sort of 94 up to 98% success. That doesn't mean in 10 or 15 years your implant falls out. It just means that if we look at those percentages, sort of between 6 and 2% of those implants might have a problem after 10 or 15 years. And then what do we do? Well, then we look at the alternatives. It may be that we look at another implant, or it may be that we look at dentures at that stage. When we compare that to bridges are pretty close to the same success rate. The difference is with the bridge, you need a decent tooth to use from. So you're going to be either taking a crown off a tooth or damaging a tooth to put a crown on. So an implant is independent, and that goes into the space between the teeth, whereas a bridge will actually use the teeth either side. And then we have a denture. And a denture doesn't damage the teeth, but it actually is either made of acrylic, plastic, or metal, cobalt chrome, and that fits around the other teeth. And the difference in the success rates of dentures is down a lot lower, and we're looking at about a 65% success rate if we look at the evidence. So there's a difference between all of them. And again, there's a cost difference as well that comes with that. Obviously, dentures being probably your most cost-effective option. But a lot of people don't like the idea of dentures because you have a lot of plastic in your mouth or metal clipping on the teeth. So they have to take it out. Don't like the idea that you've got to take it out. Whereas an implant, if we're talking about bridging or crowns, there's something that's fixed. So in essence, probably the most successful alternative when we look at that in the long term for replacing a missing tooth or teeth are implants. I hope that sort of helps some of the questions that I get asked, and there you go.